So this recipe is one of Mom's recipe. It is zesty chicken soup. And it's going to be a little bit different, y'all. So I'm melting some butter in here. The recipe doesn't say that, but you know, we got to saute some onions, some celery, and of course a little bit of garlic. And I'm going to do something different than what the recipe calls for. So I'm going to get this butter melted and I'll be right back. So we're going to saute some onions, and yes, some of those onions came from the freezer, so it's pretty much chunky onions. We're going to saute this along with some garlic, and of course they will release some of the liquid. So here comes something different that the recipe didn't say. I'm going to go ahead and add my cumin and my chili powder and my basil. I don't know why this is so blurry, but now we're going to add 4 cups of our broth to this. Going to add some corn, which called for frozen corn. I don't have frozen corn. A small can of tomato sauce. It also says to add some cup of salsa. I'm using a whole pint of salsa. We're going to dump that in because, you know, why not? So, as soon as the chicken cools, I will be adding that to this as well. So, next goes in a can of like Rotel. This is the cheaper version of it. To there. So, now we let this simmer and get really good while I cut up the chicken. Hopefully it's cool enough for me to cut in pieces. And then we will be adding our chicken to this and letting it simmer for probably for about an hour. Well, maybe not even an hour, but this is the second recipe of Chilifest. So I've added the chicken off the meat. So basically, if you had some canned chicken, you could probably use that as well in here. Now we just let this simmer. If you wanted to, you can add a can of chilies or a jalapeno to this as well. But basically, you made chicken broth. And then we're making zesty chicken soup now. Using that. So I'm going to put the lid on this and let it simmer. Oops, I about forgot the zucchini. This is chunked up zucchini that I grew in my garden that I took out of the freezer just to make this soup.